Why I barely have friends of my own outside my stuffed tiger. But I'm never alone. Mom's thinking it's not normal. It was scaring her. Dad brushed it off and said it's building character. Meanwhile, I'm in class, flying in space, vanquishing the invaders of an alien race. Who cares about math when the day needs saving? The teacher is just annoying, can't understand what she's saying. Anyway, summer's here and I'll spend it outside, figuring out which vehicle was less a suicide. The little red wagon like an unfinished roller coaster, while the bike is just a contraption for kids to fall over. Rather walk in the woods, having philosophical banter on the ways of the world and why existence matters, why nature should be conserved and animals protected, and how they can't afford condos as their homes are disrespected. Maybe start my own club to keep the neighbor girl away, and if she gets too close, hit her with an array of mud pies, crab apples, water balloons. But I'm still cheating off her ass when we in that classroom. At night I can't sleep with all these worries in my head about why something is drooling underneath the damn bed. Knowing damn well these sheets ain't thick enough to hide me.
I'm never gonna not like this song. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I hope y'all are having a wonderful weekend. We are here live on Roomful of Blurs. Tonight it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, just like Blue Beetle and Ahsoka. So, without further ado, here is my special guest of the evening, the lovely, the incomparable, the previously, I'm not going to say it because he signed an NDA, but he used to work at a place that a lot of y'all have things from. So, Mr. Jason, Mr. Nonfiction. Hey, how you doing this evening, sir?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Still doing well. I didn't know you worked for the man.
Yeah, I worked for a little while. I worked for long enough to make them change their rules. Yeah. Where they had to get lawyers involved.
I like it. See? I have the best friends. Thank you for coming on tonight.
It's all love. It's all. I'm glad you invited me. I enjoyed the first time. Like I told you, anytime I'm available, I'm down to be on.
Absolutely. Oh gosh. I'm just, you know how I do. It's guerrilla style here on Roomful of Blurs.
I'm with it. I'm with it.
All right, we are going to get into this review. SAG. It's a review of Blue Beetle and of Ahsoka.
Yes.
Excellent timing. However,
very, very much so.
Ooh, the promotion for one of them is absolute gutter trash. But that is neither here nor there. Oh my gosh, this I didn't know what to expect. I didn't. First and foremost, go see the goddamn movie. Go see the movie.
Yes, it's actually really good.
It is exceptional.
It is.
This is what I've been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes,
this is what I've been waiting for from DC.
A complete story. A true complete story.
It's well rounded. It's not overly cheesy. It's not Marvel cheesy.
It's just enough though. It's just enough.
Yes. Jesus, how long is this movie? This movie's like 2 hours, 2-ish hours.
I think it's like either 2 hours or like a little bit less, but
little less. It's not that long, but it's
2 hours and 7 minutes. 2 hours and 7 minutes. So.
Okay, so there's at least 7 minutes of bullshit in this movie.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I think.
Oh my gosh.
I think with the cheese, I think it makes sense when you look at Ted Cord. When you take the Ted Cord aspect of it, and how his character and what he's based off of, it fits. It makes sense. It makes sense for his time period. So the things that we see, it just makes sense because of they didn't. I don't want to get too deep into it too quick, but they didn't make his stuff look, it's old school, but it's in 2023 or whatever. No, it looked like it was meant for a different time period.
Yeah. They grew so okay. All right. Let me dial back. Okay. Blue Beetle it's about a boy in a suit and he's a superhero. The end.
That's basically what it is.
All right, Blue Beetle. It takes place during, oh God, what is it? Jaime Reyes. Jaime Reyes is the Blue Beetle. Of course, there are several iterations of Blue Beetle in the DC Comics lore. We are on the second one, I believe. I think
there's three, I believe. I think there's three. Yeah.
Okay. I am not a DC head, so Jay, I'm relying on you a lot more on the comics end, because you can't catch me with a DC comic in my hands. It's sacrilege in my house. Unless it's Batman, that's different.
Oh goodness.
And it takes place during modern times, 2023-ish. So it's very updated, it's very current, it's very relative to the things that are going on right now, politically, culturally, financially.
Yes.
They got bars in this movie. Okay. The only thing that I keep coming back to is the word. It's exceptional. It's an exceptional DC movie. I have not seen a good DC movie in well over 10 years. And this, if you gave me all my money back, I would give that equivalent to this movie.
I like this movie a lot. Really, if they don't bring him back for 2 more movies and involve him into developing a new Teen Titans, you found DC. This is your Spider-Man. Just do it.
I've been saying that this is their Iron Man. This is their, in my mind, I'm throwing away everything else that came before this. Mm-hmm. This is their first actual DC we came to play movie.
Yeah. From my understanding, James Gunn said this is supposed to be part of the current continuity. It's part of the Gunn continuity. So I'm actually glad he chose that. I understand why Shazam and them were not, even though Shazam is cheesy as hell, but there's a lane for it.
There is.
There's a lane for that. So
it's, if they, oh God, can you imagine? I can't see, there's a lane for it, but even with the first Shazam movie, I can't see that movie coming together with this movie. I think it would have been too much. I think it would have overlapped a little bit too much. As far as it being like very family oriented and very
they both are family oriented. They both, Shazam's kind of meant to be cheesy. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of meant to be that way, the way they write the character in the comics, because he is a child. He's a child playing a grown man. So they played it from a point of view of a child trying to be a grown man. So it kind of makes sense. Or trying to be Superman. Because he looks up to Superman. That's why Shazam looks the way he looks. Because he wants to be Superman. Right. Now I wish they would have went a little bit younger with him instead of being so older. Because then you could age him up differently, and then have the character, the Shazam character, mature throughout the storyline differently too.
Right.
But
I guess they didn't want anybody on. I think, I agree with you. First of all, I agree with you. I think they could have gone with like 10 or 12-ish year old instead of somebody like pushing 18. That the whole house pushing 18 was weird.
Yeah.
You kind of jacked up your own story there. It's hard being a part-timer in college, working a job. You know what I mean? It wouldn't have worked for very long, but this works. Yeah. He's literally just got off the plane from graduation.
Yeah. When they did that was actually pretty funny. I like how they did it.
It was cute. It was like he's putting on the cap and gown. I'm not giving away anything. He's putting on the cap from his graduation, asking his total stranger behind him how he looks, and he says, "You look like you're 6 figures in debt." That triggered.
Man, if that ain't the truth though.
Oh my gosh.
It's one of those situations where I've seen other creators have said in the past that they didn't like how some of the comic book stories have brought in real life situations. And me personally, I think it doesn't make, if we're going to bring them to the real world, why not bring them to real world problems? And it doesn't make sense, and to go back to the Winter Soldier and Falcon, people had a problem with how Falcon dealt with the money situation with the family. I'm like, but that's real. So you want him to be in a real world, but still be in a comic real world, so he doesn't deal with none of that stuff. It's like, come on, man. Like, seriously, that's not how none of this works. Not how none of this works.
And yes, hi Mayhem, how you doing, boo boo? Yeah, no, I would have shipped him immediately coming off of the escalator. Immediately coming off the escalator. Yeah, but you need a little. See, I appreciate a storyline that kind of knocks on the door of reality. It does. I don't have to be fully, snatched out of the fictional part of it. Yeah. And you never really are. It's a comic book. You know what you're into.
Yes.
But they have, and even with, what is it? With oh God, I don't like Superman. I'm sorry for everybody else that does. His comic does have some consistent real world issues that are always in his stories. He just happens to be a superhero in the midst of all of this. So people that say that they don't like it, they're not paying. I don't know what they're reading.
I always thought it was funny because the person who I'm not going to say the person's name, but the person who said it, I'm like, you're a Captain America fan. Captain America was created for propaganda. That was his whole purpose. The United States told Marvel, could we use him for propaganda for the war? And that's your favorite character, and you don't like real world situations? Okay, you're just picking and choosing because one is not a pilgrim and the other one, you know what I'm saying? I was like, come on now. But
I'm gonna guess he is maybe a napkin American of some sort.
Yes, he is.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, heard. But I mean, we could get into that whole they don't want us to know about what's going on in the real world as it is anyway. So yeah, man. Okay, yeah, now fully understand that. I don't. So there are a lot. All right, I don't see. Okay, I'm torn. I'm trying not to spoil anything because I know y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna go see this goddamn movie yet, unless it was tonight when it was $4. You cheap bastards. I did see it $4 today. And I fully understand. I understand. Yeah. But Gran Turismo, yes, $5. Spend the $4 on that movie. This movie, I'll give my whole thing at the end, but y'all, it's okay to spend the $20 on this movie. I will say that out the gate.
Here's the thing: even if you don't have $20, if you're near AMC theater, go on Tuesday. It's cheap. Go on Tuesday.
What is it? 8, 11, something weird number dollars.
If you have the time to go early in the day, if you go in the day, you can probably go for like $6.
Yeah, I do.
So I have an AMC theater right down the street from me. I can walk to it. So
every time I leave 15 minutes ahead of time, I put in my order for my mozzarella sticks and my vanilla cherry coke. It's hot and ready when I get there. I'm happy.
I stop at the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree is right next to the movie theater, so they knew they moved there on purpose. They knew what they was doing. All they sell is the candy that came directly from the movie theater. They sell the same boxes and everything. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, it's a hustle. I like somebody that's financially savvy.
Man, gotta be smart about it. But the movie is good. The movie it's like you said, it's the $20. It's worth the $20. Like it is. If you can go see it in an IMAX, that might be pretty fire. I don't have an IMAX near me. I wish I did. I would have seen the IMAX.
Can I tell you? Okay.
Because some of those things was worth it.
On the strength of everything, on the strength of Che Guevara, I know he's Cuban. It's not different, but on the strength of Che, fuck Oppenheimer taking up all these goddamn and the real IMAX movie theaters. I am mad. Mad.
They paid for them like 2 years in advance. So
like, what the fuck? Yeah. I wanted to see this movie in IMAX. I legitimately wanted to see this movie in IMAX, and I can't. Oppenheimer is still on lock at the Lincoln Square, and it's not fair. It's not fair.
Most of their marketing budget goes is IMAX.
But oh god, this movie would have been. This movie is pretty, even in the shitty IMAX theaters. Yeah. It's done so well, well.
Since it's from the trailer, I can say it, but I love the fact that we've already got an anime sword in real life action, and it's in a DC movie. I was like, he made an anime sword. I was like, isn't that the sword from Bleach? I was like,
you go energy. What?
was like, I love that. I freaking love that. I was like, that's fire. That's fire. I was like, good job, DC. Good job. I like that. I like that.
William, not the.
Only got the testes in the fights.
Yo, he does. I don't know whose child he got locked up in the basement, but he has not let them go in years.
It's Nolan though. He's like one of those people that pretty much when it comes to movies, they get what they want. It's like if Lucas came out right now and said I'm doing a Star Wars, every theater will bow down and they'll give him whatever he wanted. I'm not saying for us. I'm saying every theater will give him carte blanche. Come on now. Every theater will. It's Lucas, yes. They would.
I don't know if he got pulled like that no more, man. I mean, I miss him. Don't get me wrong, but them prequel movies without the Clone Wars to smooth all that out, I was mad. I was disappointed.
Clone Wars should have been in movie theaters. That'd be hard.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, I'm gonna write a letter. I'm gonna write a letter. If James can do it, because he said that he's gonna do animated series to the theater, not series, but animated movies in actual movie theaters, because Japan's doing it. Like, it's making money. People like take cues, learn from this.
I mean, what was the anime that was just in theaters this summer? That kind of hot. I always want to say the name incorrectly, but like the Jujutsu Kaisen or whatever it's called.
Was it One Piece?
Well, I think One Piece did have a moment because they did a short film.
I know they did One Piece. They did. I think Dragon Ball was last year or close or like towards the end of last year.
Yeah, Dragon Ball was last year because it was on Fortnite too. So.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. There was somebody. Was it Bleach? I think it was Bleach.
Was it Bleach?
Was it 1,000 Year? No. Does it matter?
Yeah, no, not really. To be honest with you. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you just type in animes and movie theater, there's a crazy list. I didn't know it was this many, so never mind.
Yeah, no, I didn't even bother because they're like some like niche movie theaters that will throw out something like Ponyo or they'll do like old school ones too. Even though I don't think that's considered. Is that considered anime? It don't matter. Going off on a tangent. Okay, rein it back in.
Welcome to streaming, folks.
Hi, we like to have fun here. Major themes in this movie. Family,
yes.
The
parents, the struggle,
the lay struggle.
Yes.
Low struggle. Sorry.
Low struggle. The power hungry lead is always there, so that's
I mean that's typical. It's just that
that's real world too.
Yeah. Oh God. Ooh, is she Hillary? Ooh.
He said it's Hillary. I mean, she could be.
She is following in the footsteps of another man that made leaps and bounds in the field before. Oh God.
That's deep. That's actually much deeper than I even.
Yeah.
But it parallels.
I mean, and by Hillary, I mean it could be Hillary from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Who knows? We don't know who I'm talking about at all. Yeah, I am desperately trying not to spoil this movie for y'all because I have faith that you're going to go see it.
I just want to do a full-on review and just talk about it because it's a good movie.
I mean,
if you have not seen it, you need to watch it. I'll just say that you have to watch it. I tell when I do my reactions and I do like if I don't do reviews a lot, but when I do them, I tell people I never tell people what movies to watch. I just tell them how I felt when I watched it.
Right.
And you make your decision. But this one, I think there's only been a handful I've told people to watch. Guardians was one. This one was another one.
Yeah.
And did you notice? Did you notice there's a moment where it's the same moment in Guardians, but it's the same moment in this movie? It's very short. I had to talk to y'all because if I say about it, it's gonna spoil like a whole part of the movie. But it's really quick.
I feel like there's two.
It's really quick.
It's one where they're outside the house. I'm trying to be as vague as possible. That big part where they're outside the house. That's one part.
Kind of one. And then there's one.
Then the second one is that
it's towards the end. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Right there. I was like, I see what you did there. I see why you
liked it, G. I see why it's part of the universe.
Yeah. They took some of your notes, but no, good characters, good choice of people. I love that they added because normally in his story, his family is part of the story. Mm-hmm. It's not as detailed as this one, but his family is part of the story.
It's
the father, mother, and a sister. So this is a little more extended. And some characters have a different effect in the story. Like I don't like George Lopez's character is technically a new character, I believe. I don't think he's a part of the original comic.
How did he get in?
I think they felt they needed somebody of his caliber. That one was a familiar face that could appeal to the Latino crowd because I think is a good actor. Yes, on a global, yes.
He's got a global appeal too. It's not just Mexican, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I know him, my neighbor down the block. Everybody, if you hear his name, you know who he is.
And he's been in how many family sitcoms? You know?
Including his own?
Yeah, and he fits. And he's a good actor. He's actually a good actor. So I really enjoyed him in this. I really enjoyed him in this.
I thought he was going to overdo it. I thought he was going to pull a Melissa McCartney and overdo it a little bit too much. But he got it. Mm-hmm. And kudos to the director because to try to pull in that kind of energy or to try to temper it is a delicate matter.
Yeah.
You gotta have oh God, they're lucky that they got these people all together.
I like the combination, and I wasn't sure about the Susan Sarandon pick. I wasn't sure at first. I
didn't know she was in it.
Well, from the trailer, I seen it in the trailer, and they don't tell you who she is in the trailer, but I assumed from reading the synopsis of who she was, and I mean, of course, it turned out to be right. But I was surprised to see her in that light. I was like, I wasn't sure, but you got it.
She got it. I wanted her to be a little. I think I wanted her to be a little bit more. Linda Hamilton, if that makes sense.
Villainous.
A little more hard edged. Hey,
I think that they tried. I think
Fury.
I think she tried. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna say she's soft because she's not soft.
No,
but it just didn't come over that way because I think it was more Karen-esque.
That's why I said Karen. That's all I could get is like she's this a little bit of a spoiled brat that never got told no.
Yeah.
And now that she's got all this power, it's worse.
Yeah, basically.
It's
yeah.
I didn't dislike her, but I feel like I can't. You know who I wanted to be the bad guy? I wanted what was the dude's name? Oh, it was a weird name for a villain. The other guy that had
Raul Trujillo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything I've seen him in, he's actually really good.
What else has he been in?
He's in a couple of Netflix joints. I think he's in that. What is that one? It's a Native American show. I think Reservation Dogs.
I still have not seen that show.
I've seen the first season. Really good.
I know it got awards or it got a lot of nominations, and I think it got an award too, right?
I think it did get an award. I believe it did. But I do like him.
I'm not going anywhere. I gotta turn on my camera. Okay, I make some adjustments, but I'm still here. Hi, hi everybody.
Yeah, so he's in Apocalypto.
Oh,
remember that movie?
Yeah, I remember. Was he the?
He was the guy. I think he was the opposing leader that was trying to kill the main character. He, of course, Blue Beetle, but he was in Mayans MC. He was in a lot of like small time movies. But like if you've seen, you probably seen because they were on like a service similar to like Tubi or something. But you know.
All right, here's the best.
So the beauty of Susan's role.
Oh, beauty, yeah, beauty, yeah.
Yes,
yeah. That's fair. That's definitely fair. She definitely it wasn't supposed to be about her.
And I'll say that could be a reason why they put the role that way, so she wouldn't outshine everybody else.
Wait, shut up, Will.
I was about to do it, cousin.
Shut up. I'm sorry, and God damn it, Will, why are you coming here and fuck me up, man? Didn't let anybody in this place. What did you say?
I said maybe that's why they made it a kind of a Karen role, so she wouldn't outshine everybody else. Because you can't outshine and be a Karen. It's impossible.
Yeah, don't we know it? Don't we know it? Gosh.
Ooh. I didn't realize Becky G was in this. I didn't realize till I watched it. She was the voice.
Isn't she the love interest? Oh no,
she was the voice of the. She was the voice. I want to
say Khadijah so bad.
The Kaji. She was the voice of the Beetle. I did not know that. I was like, really? That's her? I was like, damn, I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. But okay. And then I liked Harvey Guillen. He's a scientist. I don't know if you've seen him. He's he's from What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah, I recognized him right off the bat. I'm like, oh, he's gonna be in this movie. This shit's gonna be funny. And then things happen.
Yeah, but I appreciate his role. I
kind of want them to figure out a way to bring him back. I liked him.
Yes,
I think he would have even made a good uncle too.
He could have.
I think maybe that's what they did. They gave him we like you, but we got this motherfucker over here.
We got to bring in Lopez. We got to bring in Lopez.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. But we got you in this one. I promise. Something else is coming down the line. We got you. I swear.
But I really like him. I like him a lot. He's good.
Let me see. Hold on, Lady Mandalore. If you have the chance to be one of the Force-sensitive kids, what Jedi? Ooh. All right, we gonna come up on that when I talk about Ahsoka. That's your answer. I love Mace Windu's apprentice. Mace is Mace a little hard ass. He a little bit too much of a hard ass.
I don't know if Mace would want an apprentice.
Did he ever have an apprentice?
I don't think so.
He's ever had an apprentice.
I don't think so.
Which gives, F them kids energy to me, which is fine. I agree.
Not everybody can be have an apprentice, though,
I can't be around these damn kids all day long.
Hey, leave that for Qui-Gon. He can have
that. Okay. All right. Yeah. When do you never have one? Cool. Yeah. All right. Cool. But yeah, trying to round out Blue Beetle. This movie needs to be seen by the Black and Brown community simply for us to unite on two issues. That's Abuelas and Vix.
Man. Oh my God. Nana, I loved her.
Nana was the fucking MVP. I want her in my corner all day.
Yeah, she was the one. Yeah. Yeah,
y'all got to see this little old lady.
The one thing I think they did great in this movie that the other DC movies have failed at is getting you emotionally entwined quick. Yeah, they did it so fast because I didn't realize I was really feeling for these characters the way I was feeling for these characters.
As the airport, right at the airport.
Yeah,
it's like, oh shit,
good writing.
like, I know that uncle. Yeah. That uncle, yeah, that uncle's my uncle. I've never not liked that uncle. All right, I see moms trying to tell my sister, who I don't have a sister, but mom's trying to like, relax. Yeah. All right, I don't need your shit today. Just be nice to your brother.
So I like that. From my point of view, I think another reason why I love this so much is I grew up in Oakland, right? And my closest friends were Hispanic, Mexican. So the little thing that they were doing, I grew up with. So I felt like I was just sitting in my homeboy's house back in Oakland. So it was just like some of the stuff they were saying. I was like, oh yeah, this feels like home right now. It feels like home. So I was like, okay, I think that's what made me like the movie even more, because it made me miss back home. It made me miss home. Yeah. Yeah. So I think, but the storyline is good. Characters are good. Xolo Maridueña is a star. He's a star.
What was it? Fury. Chris Fury. We got a group chat for Blurred's Eye, and he put up him rapping on Sway's
really?
radio show. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
That boy got cookout. He got cookout. Like, he ready to do something like immediately. He could bring some fucking pastelitos. Immediately, he's invited. Yo, dude. Hey, hi, Will number 2. Not number 2, Wesley Will. Hi. And hey, yes, is this? I think it. How do you say? Is a Xolo something? I forgot how you do X in Spanish.
It's weird. It's Xolo, like a Z, like Xolo.
Something like that.
Like a Xolo Maridueña.
Xolo. I think it's like Xolo or something like that. It's. I gotta go back.
He said, "Bring the tamales to cook out." I love me some tamales.
I have not had a good tamale.
You got the wrong.
Haven't. But I'm not in Cali like that. So what do
I was say? Say if you live in Cali, they just come. They be in the grocery parking lot selling them, and they fire.
They all I've got is like spicy mangoes. That's all I get outside the train station. That's all we get here in New York. And sort of some pernil. That's it. That's all we get. Oh my god!
No bodega love over there.
We do. I have one bodega that's actually Hispanic owned.
Yeah.
Their food is fire. People come, like bus drivers from around the city used to come and park in front of the station and come in and wipe that place out. They had a fire, they moved, and they had to move back. It's a whole thing. But their food is still good. But that's the only place that I trust in all of New York City.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I totally understand. Back in Cali, when I was living in Cali, you just find a hole in the wall, and the food is off the chain. It's like, how do people not know about this, or just I don't know about this?
Dude, chicken tamale. Wait, what you know about I don't know about chicken tamale. All right, so I'll be coming out to California at some point. I don't know how. It will not be. I don't want to go to San Diego. I don't want to go. Anxiety is a real thing for me. But I need to go out to Cali at some point and have some actual.
I need to be back in Cali. Let me go back to Cali.
Yeah. Go see the
movie. But seriously, all in all, if I usually grade to 1 to 5, just because I'm an ass, I say 4.5. I never give anything perfect scores, but I say a 4.5, 4.75. It's a really good movie. It's a good movie. Great family story, great characters, great acting. The action is really good. The lighting and everything. You can't tell. The CGI looks genuine. You could tell they took their time on it. It wasn't like, some blurred sections, dealing with like the Flash, and it was supposed to be. No, it looks good.
They took their time.
The real suit, loved it.
Dude,
the practical suit.
That's what I wanted to say. Like, I thought that there was a lot more CGI. Shout out to 9B Collective. They on the shit. They on the shit. Woo! From me learning that they've had a hand in almost every single good TV show or movie that has come out recently.
Mm-hmm. You said 9B Collective. I'm going to look them up.
9B Collective, yes. Phil Boot, Boutte. He was one of the main designers on this, and I'm forgetting about the other gentleman that actually did the concept art for the suit. It's on my Instagram page. I will post that up later tonight. But the practical, they use the practical suit, I want to say at least 90% of this movie. Like it's CGI when he goes up in space and a little bit in certain action scenes. Outside of that, there's a real human inside of that suit making them move like woo.
Well, I mean, he is a martial artist, so I was glad to actually see that.
Wait,
ain't he from? Did he do martial arts from the other TV show?
Is it?
Yeah. I think it's actually him.
Wow.
Hold on. Let me look. While you're talking, I'm gonna look at him, make sure.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna keep running my mouth. You know what I do. My score for this. My score, if you go back in my previous episodes, I have my own scoring system. It is Sneak In, which is trash. It is Mid, which is mid, and then I have IMAX. This is IMAX 3D 8 p.m. on a Saturday for me. Excellent movie.
It is a good movie.
Yes. Oh gosh. Yeah, 90. They keep secrets. They keep secrets so well. I know that's part of the job, but y'all can you can be like, oh, here's a little. All right, here it is. There, it's on. Just do one of those real quick. You ain't got to keep it up there. Do like some of the other studios do and be like, ooh, it's gone. Shallow Praint at Johnny's. Shut up. Good night. Not John. I know you're not talking about oh my god, what's the Karate Kid remake TV show that they're doing? I don't watch it. I can't remember the name of it. Whoever knows the name of the bad guys from Karate Kid. I know it's their dojo.
Oh, Cobra Kai?
Yeah.
So he's in that show. He's in that show. Yeah, he's in that show. So it said, so when he was a kid, he learned karate. Then, of course, grew up a lot, forgot it because he hadn't been doing it. But then when he got the role for Miguel in the show, he went back to start training again. Yeah. So and it says he does 95% of his own stunts. So
if y'all don't have this child come back,
that's what I said. He needs like somebody said in there, like starting was it Teen Titans or Young Justice? They need to develop a Young Justice starting with him. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, live action Young Justice with Blue Beetle. James is the one to do it. What is it, Jimmy G? Let's go. You ain't there. It's all you got is time, and it's a Young Justice too. You said you wanted to do younger characters.
It will make sense because then you can even bring in both Robins if you wanted to and keep them young. You can do a lot of that stuff. You can bring in so many characters. You can redevelop your Teen Titans. You can do all of that.
I wonder if I want him to do the Rogues Gallery of Batman. I want those villain movies to come from him now. Like, I know he's good with the obscure stuff, but I think he would do really well with building backstories. Mm-hmm. Like, I know they're doing it with Joker and the other Joker 2, whatever they're going to call it, Kage Joker, whatever they're calling it.
I have no comment.
Whatever. I don't care. I'm probably gonna go see it because I do have a thing for Lady Gaga. I like her, but I think it would be a better, darker, honest version of them doing villains in DC. Judy Allram, he's got the right kid. Jim Gunn, you know how to. He knows. He be knowing. I mean, he's casting in his sleep.
That's what makes him, and even with, I know Feige has been trying to do a lot too much, but what makes them good at what they do is because they're actually comic book nerds. So that's what makes them different.
Yeah, there's a soul behind the things that they're making. Yeah. You keep threatening to give him that script, it's going to happen. You in the right circle of people to accidentally let those things fall in on. I'm going to hold you to it, sir.
I will say this. The one thing I learned, I don't know where you live. If you live on the West Coast, just grab a clipboard and walk on sets. They don't say nothing. I'm telling you, we shot a music video on the same beach with Britney Spears, and nobody knew we were shooting. We was there illegally. So,
allegedly,
it don't matter now. I guess that was like 15 years ago.
Oh my God, not you breaking and entering. I mean, well, again, you did work for the man, so you could get away with a lot of stuff. Anyway, let's talk about these. I guess these numbers.
Oh yeah.
Not counting this weekend, because this weekend this weekend's gonna be fucked up. It's gonna be fucked up. It's gonna be fucked up because of the $4 thing. If this was a regular, I don't know if they would have made this money and more if they didn't have that $4 deal going on. The theater, I went into the movie theater at 10:30 this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that it was empty. It wasn't, because again, $4 Sunday, whatever. Yeah. I walked out and I knew that the theater, the IMAX theater or IMAX theater was playing Blue Beetle. I just happened to look. That hoe was packed like a dick. Yeah. Packed. Yeah. So I think, God, it's kind of unfair because it was that matinee time. So I think the price is like, I want to say it's like $11
for IMAX property.
Yeah, before whatever o'clock it is. So it's not fair. But I think the saving grace is that this coming holiday weekend, it's going to make major bucks because they're going to have so many people talking about it. I couldn't get away from people saying that they thought it was funny, that they really liked it, that they wanted to go see it again.
Yeah, it's worth the second go around. Yeah,
I've seen it twice. I was honest. It was honestly a bit of a. I was torn between seeing Gran Turismo for $4 or going to go see this for a third time. It's that good. It's that good. But Warner Brothers, what y'all doing? I don't understand. How y'all fuck this up? I'm blaming y'all.
I think it shouldn't have been close to Flash, even though this is not necessarily close, but it's still close to Flash. If they were going to do that, they should have put this first. Because if they did this first before Flash gave people a bad taste in their mouth. So if they did this before Flash, then this gets the noise, and then actually would have helped Flash numbers.
Yeah, yeah.
But for whatever reason, they were so hyped on Flash, and after watching it, I'm like, what did y'all see that I didn't see?
The lie. They had to figure out. I really think that they all were just like, if we lie hard enough and believe it enough, we can at least get enough people to, staunch the bleeding that they would have had from this movie, and they couldn't. People believe what they see, and that movie was pure yes, they should have, but they couldn't put it out because negative flash, or what is it, reverse Flash, was on a rampage and just disappeared off of the grid because he was getting into too much shit. So they couldn't put it out because they weren't done.
You said the reverse Flash. That's
reverse
hysterical.
Negative Flash, whichever, any of the Flashes that were not nice. It was him.
I seen him in his court stuff. They had on. You could watch. You was able to watch it online. I watched him in the court thing in Hawaii. Yeah, when they asked him the questions. His like a little thing. Yeah, I saw that. I watched that. I was like, something wrong with this dude, man.
Wait, was he on or off his meds?
I mean, they seemed in the right mindset. They seemed in the right mindset. But just when you see everything that they did, it's like,
nah, B.
You were doing too much.
You a menace.
You were doing too much.
You a menace. They didn't want to invest in a new actor. This is what they deserve for.
Yeah, but they already had one. They had one on CW.
That's what people wanted. People wanted
Ben wanted him.
His name.
Grant Gustin.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the CW shows. After
the first four seasons was pretty decent. Then they started doing too much, but it's Flash is wild like that. So I'm not I don't hate it, but it's like,
it felt like they didn't know how to handle the comic book going into the TV series. Like they didn't know how to integrate it well enough, and they started going off the. I don't even know what they were doing.
They started changing characters and making characters. It's like that person doesn't even do that. Like, what are you doing? But I mean, like I said, it started out good. And it just went left really quick, unfortunately.
Yeah. But no, Grant absolutely should have been in this movie. He should have been the Flash for this movie. He would have been fine. I think his personality would have, except for one person. I think he would have been fine with everybody else except for one. I'm not going to say person in that.
I'm like, what are you saying? I think he plays a very good Barry and a really good Flash too. Like he's good at the nerdy superhero. Like that's like it was sad to see him hang up the jersey for the last time. I was like watching when I posted that video. I was like, oh, that's kind of sad. Yeah. Because you could tell it hurt his feelings. Because I do think that he was promised something else. I have a feeling he was promised something else, and it didn't come out.
Even if it wasn't the movie, I think the development of the character just went in such a wild direction, or at least the overall arc of the story for him just went in such a wild direction. It was like, this isn't what I signed up for. It's not fun anymore.
Yeah,
I want to dip, even if that's not what he said.
Yeah. The problem with that was because he was the anchor for too many other series. So if his series to stay successful, Supergirl had to stay successful. The other one had to stay successful. This had because once Green Arrow left, when he, I don't know, spoiler, once he died, the series. some people haven't watched it, so
but for good reason.
Yeah, but once his character left, it all anchored on Grant Gustin's character. So
but I think that it just bothers me how much better this all could have been if people that loved DC or loved the Flash.
That's what they're missing. The fanboys. They didn't come out.
No.
As much as they came out for Batman vs Superman and all that trash they was talking about other movies, and they didn't show up for this. This is what you should have showed up for. This is what you should have shown up for.
Oh, I forgot to put up my title. Yeah.
it was too deep in the conversation already.
But this is where we're at in this point of the conversation, ladies and gentlemen. Warner Brothers messing up their own money. I'm very curious how people, by people I mean executives, are or whoever the they are saying that this movie's not making money because of the fact that there's no marketing for it. I don't believe that, because the hype behind this movie has been going on since the trailer. People know about this movie. It wasn't a surprise. There aren't a lot of good movies that are out the week that this movie came out. Except, again, even though I don't consider it good, Oppenheimer and Barbie. Mm-hmm. Outside of those two, I was not impressed. I still haven't seen those movies.
I haven't either. I'm probably I'm gonna use one of my websites. But what's gonna happen, I think the reason why they said that is because they put so many eggs in the basket of Flash, and when people told them, no, you're wrong, they took it personal.
Personal for what? You trying to make this like who's personal?
Have you noticed what Warner Brothers does? Because it's not necessarily DC, it's Warner Brothers pulling the strings. Now it's Discovery. Discovery's pulling the strings.
Yeah.
So Discovery, the president of Discovery said when he came on board, he was going to cut a lot of that out. So now we know anytime there's something that goes wrong, we can blame DC, but it's not their fault. We know it's Warner Brothers. We know it's Discovery. Warner Brothers is the reason why Batman v Superman messed up. Warner Brothers is the reason why the Justice League went the way it went. Warner Brothers is the reason. They started cutting corners. Mm-hmm. How do you cut corners in a movie that you're trying to make your first Avengers and you destroy it? You literally destroy it.
It's I don't know if they with the Justice League. Are we talking about the Justice League or are we talking about Batman versus Superman?
We can talk about either.
Well, I mean, for your point, Which one are you?
I mean, the Justice League is the main one that they destroyed the most of, I believe. When director ended up leaving because of the family situation.
Right.
The bad part about it is the director that took over, he was already there before he took over. You know that, right?
Yeah.
He was there watching over. He was watching over his shoulder the entire time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they didn't trust him. That's not DC. That's Warner Brothers saying we don't trust you with our money. But then why'd you hire me? If you want to go the X-Men route, then go the X-Men route.
Yeah.
That's what they should have did from jump.
But but then they're really copying off of Marvel, which they were already doing anyway, but poorly. Yeah. He has to cut a lot. He has to cut a lot to try and appease investors because they're bleeding money.
Yeah, but
but the money was already spent. I get they're supposed to make it back when the movie comes out. Everybody and their mama knew, oh shit, Ezra is, I don't care. I'm not trying, I don't mean to offend anybody with this statement. I am strategically and solely offending the person that this statement is for. Ezra is batshit fucking crazy. Okay? That boy needs to be medicated and therapized, however you want to phrase it. He needs medical attention on a regular basis and be supervised by a professional. He should not be by himself. That is what I mean.
Yeah.
No. So they already knew they were in trouble. I'm sure they knew they were in trouble when he was on set and they were filming this, that they had problems. So instead of trying to cover this up, which is what they did, because how do you get somebody on set to reshoot things after they've committed all these crimes and the cops can't find them? You already knew that I'm gonna talk about it.
They were hiding him. That's why they were hiding him. Let's be honest.
Exactly. And nobody's going to jail for that. Nobody's getting a citation. Nobody's getting called to court to. Anyway, they already knew they were going to lose money. So I mean, they were already, and sacrificed an actual potentially good movie in order to save the clusterfuck that ended up being The Flash. It's wild. It's wild to me how poorly these people negotiate money. It is wild.
That's why I felt what they should have done is they should have actually made it a true Flashpoint, just so they can get rid of him.
With the shitty job that they did with the CGI, they absolutely could have done that, and probably for the same amount of time they were doing to make the whole damn movie.
Yeah,
it was not going to be a hard thing.
Well, I hate how WB put out after the movie drops, like, oh, well, this movie is contingent on making the new Batman with Michael Keaton. I'm like, why would you do that?
Don't lie.
Come on now. Don't say that to people. You're just trying to bait them to the theaters. Like, people want that. They want that. So that means you're going to introduce not only Michael Keaton, but another Batman in another movie when you already got Pattinson in another Batman. So you're going to have 3, 4 if
no,
they still say Affleck stays. No, you're not going to do that.
Absolutely not.
Because right now Pattinson is the Elseworld Batman. There's not going to be another one.
I don't know why people don't like him. It's a shame. I really like that movie. Anyway,
I like that movie.
I like it. I liked it. I thought. Well, that's another thing. I really hope that them seeing how well received critically and amongst us regular people and actual critics who are also still regular people, by the way, liked this movie and are praising it and are saying it's not bad. The CGI is not bad.
Oh, CGI looks good.
Is tight. It's what we were used to when Marvel first came out. Like, I know their original stuff was kind of but it's still better than what we've been getting lately. I really hope they will take this and learn to take their time with putting out good products and pacing themselves a little bit better. I think James is definitely going to. I think he knows that. I think he knows to take his time with stuff, which is why it took how many years in between each Guardians movie. Aside from when they aside from the time they fired him, aside from that time, that's different. Whoops. There's proof in that. There's proof in the success of being being patient.
Yes.
God. Yo, this movie is fucking fire, B. Hey, wait, hold on. I gotta wait. I got this one banner.
You went straight East Coast.
Yo, this movie is the Iron Man of DC. This is what we were supposed to have from jump. This is the way that you do an introduction into an entire universe. Mm-hmm. This was supposed to be that movie, but they fucked up and they wanted the money super quick. And all of their movies have been mid or worse from the first. I don't care what y'all say. That first Man of Steel movie was okay. It was good, but it was okay, if you know what I mean. Like, it was,
but compared to the others, it's still S tier compared to the rest of them,
except for Blue Beetle.
Oh yeah, I mean the other ones. It wasn't. Yeah, this Blue Beetle's still in theaters, so it does. I'm not talking about.
No. They did. I will say they did open strong. I liked
the first Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
the first one was damn good.
Yeah,
the 1984 was.
What? Who?
I don't know what Patty was doing on that one. I don't know what she was trying to do.
Wait, what? I don't know what you're talking about. What?
I don't know what they were trying to do with that.
You mean Chitara's movie from Thundercats?
Hey, don't knock Chitara.
That was Chitara's movie. That was not a Wonder Woman movie. No, because
Chitara would look way better than that. that CGI was horrible.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
But I agree. This is a great point for them to start off. That's why I'm glad that Gunn said this is going to be a part of the universe. So I'm kind of happy they're doing that. Start from scratch, kind of. Because you can not bring back Ezra. You can develop another story around other characters and bring back a new Flash in like 4 or 5 years.
Ooh, who?
We haven't that person.
That's a long conversation.
Yeah,
that's a long conversation. Because you got to. Nobody comes to mind. Like even somebody that's young now, that in about 5 years could. All right, that kid from Stranger Things with the curly hair, Dustin. Is it Dustin?
Is that his name?
I think it's Dustin. It's something weird, but yeah, no. If you, cause he chubby now, but you know how kids get. They metabolism. He gonna be skinny in like 2 years. I think he'd make a cute Flash, not like cute, like that kind of cute, cute.
I don't know if Dustin would be the right choice. You talking about Dustin with the no teeth in the front.
He's a geek. If he could hold on to that but be cool in like 5 years, which is possible.
I think I gotta see him with teeth. I gotta see him.
He got teeth now. You see him when he pops them in
the No, I haven't seen that. I gotta see
the whole thing.
Oh goodness!
He paid for it. They're not even on layaway anymore.
He better pay for them. We got cash now.
Forever and at least for a little bit, forever until college kicks in. What did you say?
Takes it off the servers.
Oh God, yeah, or they start using the CGI version of them. With that slate that Gunn has, he has plenty of time to introduce a new Flash later. Yeah, he does. He's got decades. To pick a new Flash.
I think for Gunn, if I'm Gunn, I'm going to build up his Elseworld and the cartoon movies. That's what I'm going to do. I'm building up Elseworld cartoon movies. I know they're going to run with switching Aquaman to Lobo, which is perfect because I felt that from jump that he should have been Lobo.
Like that was obvious.
Like that was obvious. But I do not hate him as Aquaman. I do not hate him as Aquaman. I don't hate him.
Oh no. I don't hate him as Aquaman either.
I mean, the guy who played Reacher, That's who should have been Aquaman. Who played Aquaman in Smallville? He should have been Aquaman now. But I think they didn't do that because he was in Teen Titans.
Right.
But he when you see him as a young adult playing Aquaman, but then you see him now, how he's built now, he would have killed it.
I know. I don't talk about him. I don't talk about him, but I'll be watching.
Alan Rickson, that dude, he can act. He's physical. He looks swole. He's swole as hell.
That's a man. I mean,
as a man, I'm comfortable to say that man is beautiful.
Well, I apologize for those not familiar with my brand of comedy and humor. I'd lick a nip. This one time. This one time for the culture. I just to say, yep, I did it, and I do it again.
I would say if we was in a room together, I would ask him if he would let you do it. Just because, like, hey, this helps us sister out.
You real one, me? This is my dude right here. Knowing.
I'm like, that's Alan Rickson. That dude, he's a good looking guy.
Wait a minute. The Flash of stuff.
That's true, though. That's true.
Yeah, he could stay right back there. He actually did a pilot episode as Aquaman during the Smallville.
Yes, during Smallville run. That's what I was saying. So in Smallville, he plays as Aquaman because they actually bring a young Justice League together in Smallville. Oh, you see? Yeah.
Wait a minute.
He wears something that's like the orange and green. He kind of has something similar. Yeah, he plays him. That's why I said he was meant to play Aquaman. He was born to play Aquaman.
I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna do some research real quick. Hold on. Ooh. They kind of hold him on the hair though. They kind of hold that don't look right. I mean, if you let me see.
That was heartthrob time. They was trying to do more heartthrob than character. But
that hair ain't. Y'all go look. All right. All I did was do a search for Alan Rickson Aquaman. If you do a search for that, y'all come back here and tell me that hair is not herring the way it should be herring. It is not appropriate.
Oh, I don't think it is, but it did well for his character.
I mean, the pilot didn't get picked up. Maybe it was the hair. I don't know. I think.
Yeah, I watched the pilot. I watched it.
I never saw. I had no idea. I wasn't checking. But again, I'm weird. Speaking of which, I need to do a plug for them too. There's a company called Weird and Different. They got really cute t-shirts. I had one on yesterday. It's really cute. Anyway, that's part of my plug. I am weird. I am also different. I was not a fan of the CW like almost ever. The only thing that I watched on the CW was Buffy. Okay. Not even Angel. That's all I watched was Buffy. You could not
watch some of Angel, but then I kind of fell off as I got a little older.
Yeah.
Other things took place in life, so I kind of fell off until Charm came. I was a fiend for Charm.
I watched a couple episodes. I thought it was cute, but it never really
I've seen all of Charm. Both series. I watched every single.
Oh my god, I forgot about the Spanish. I want to say Spanish.
The new one.
Yeah. Latino.
Latino, and one is like Afro-Latino, Black Latino.
Yeah. So. I should have watched that. I'm sorry. But oh god, he was on American Idol.
He was on American Idol though.
Doing what? For who? Charmed was the ish. I'll take your word for it.
Charmed was good.
I'll take your word for it.
I was into like the warlocks and witches and Dracula type situations. So it fed into that niche for me.
The second series didn't get. Yeah. They should have. It wasn't. I don't think that was a bad show either. The second version of Charmed. It just. Anyway, and yet another layer to the Warner Brothers fuckery that is afoot.
I saw they didn't tie in the original girls to the second series. That didn't make sense to me.
Why? Just make a new coven.
Yeah.
Just make a new coven. Just say it's over here. You have the ones that made it. They made
so
it
easy.
out.
Yeah, so easy, but
yeah, he was a contender. Okay, we're having 3 different conversations, and I can't. I do have a little bit of ADD, a little bit. So I can kind of keep up with what everybody's saying, but everybody else in the rest of the universe probably won't. But yeah, we are still talking about Warner Brothers, and how they fucked up. At least this last year, I'm glad that James is taking over. Mm-hmm. I'm very glad that he told them, back the fuck up. Don't touch my shit. Be cool as long as y'all don't touch, don't look at, y'all get final check, but don't. I got this. Clearly, I've got this. I'm really mad, and this is my segue into Marvel. I'm mad at Marvel for letting that man go. They let him go. I think they should have definitely not fired him the first time. That would have helped. That definitely would have helped.
I think part of them letting him go is playing into a bigger picture because of Disney. I don't. So dealing with the sports side of things, Disney / ESPN has fired a lot of people in the last 2 months. Mm-hmm. So because they were too much money was being hemorrhaged, and I think there may be a sale of something coming down the chain. They're trying to clean up their books. So there's a rumor of is rumor. Did you hit the Apple rumor? So, yeah, Apple wants to buy either ESPN or Marvel.
Take it. Throw it away. Just throw it away.
No, they want to buy ESPN or Marvel.
They're not selling Marvel. They'll get rid of ESPN before they get rid of Marvel. That's dumb.
It's just 2 of the rumors. I think it's going to be ESPN more than anything because they just got to deal with another streaming service to take away rights from other people so they can handle more sports because they have all MLS. They're trying to get the college stuff and they're trying to go after pros too. So everybody got to go to Apple to watch sports.
I mean, that's fine. I don't.
I know you don't.
Let me be nice.
Yeah, I don't want Apple. I don't want to go to Apple to watch sports.
That's well, I'm tired. What is it? Get your peanut butter out of my jelly. I don't want any of my Disney or my Hulu. Like that was so weird. That was so weird. Wait, Bama, what you mean? Don't touch my? Oh, James. Yes, correct, Bama. That absolutely don't touch my shit. It's mine.
But I think them, allowing James to leave was a good thing because for me, Kevin Feige wants DC to be succcincel. Because if DC is successful,
not like this. Not like this.
What do you mean like this?
Not like this. I wanted James. You know what? Honestly, I wanted James to take over for Kevin. That's what I wanted.
He didn't want to do that though.
I didn't say what. I'm sorry. What did I say though?
I understand what you said, but that's not what he didn't want to deal with that monster.
No. That's it's. I wouldn't if they gave me control tomorrow. If I knew how to handle it, I wouldn't want to have to. The amount of nonsense you would have to untangle, people you'd have to put in their place, reorganizing, fixing storylines, dropping storylines. It's a mess at Marvel. It's a mess, and it's because of that. It's because they are absolutely lazy. They are very lazy. They have not had any competition from anybody else at all.
Yeah, I don't competition. Yeah,
no.
I mean, DC has dropped the ball so much and made it easy.
Yeah. So to your point, I'm glad. I understand. God, I'm glad.
Who knows if Kevin Feige is like, yeah, go over there to show them so they know how important I really am.
No, I think
if he's trying to get some more payday, it's possible.
I don't think. I mean, yes. Whoever, of course, he's trying to get more money. That's fine, whatever. But I also think it's
because he's almost.
It might be to prove a point. It's not just so much to say,
Yeah, I'm saying I'm saying more to prove a point than anything.
Yeah, it's look. This is what we should have been doing. I've been trying to go in this direction, but you have been so involved in everything that's going on with the world that I was trying to build. It no longer looks anything like how we started. So James, here's the shiv. I'm gonna tell you where to hit them, what time, where they already got hit one time, and how to do it. I'm gonna set you up lovely, so you can go over here and just give them the one good time for the culture.
It definitely can be that because he's already tried to walk away twice, Kevin Feige. So
I don't, and I don't.
And if he walks away, there is nobody I trust to run anything. Because, like I said, he is a comic book nerd. Everybody else after him are suits.
Yeah.
And the fact that they give him full carte blanche and do whatever he wants, there's no one else they're going to trust to do that.
No, there. Even before, even when James came along, it wasn't an initial. It's not an auto. It wasn't a knee jerk reaction like, oh yeah, he's the guy. It took 2 movies for anybody to see what he was trying to do. Well, 3 movies because DC. I almost said Spice Girls.
Like, what are you thinking about?
Oh my God, Suicide Squad. I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it took 3 movies before anybody was like, "Oh shit, no, this motherfucker's onto something. He's got something. He got a bag. He got stuff in his bag for years." Yeah. Marvel's I think I've been saying this since there was talk ever since he did the Suicide Squad. Marvel is in trouble. They've been in trouble, but now I think, especially after y'all go see this Blue Beetle movie, y'all are gonna go see that Marvel is in some serious trouble, and it's all because they have been lazy. They have been, what is it, ham-fisting stuff at people. Is it ham-fisted?
I don't know what you're trying to say, so I don't know.
I think it's ham-fisted attempts at trying to keep people engaged with this universe. There's no faith in adhering to actual storylines. I'm going to get on my Taika Waititi must die soapbox again. I can't. And they're giving him the keys to Star Wars. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't. Okay, so Ragnarok, I enjoyed. I thought he did okay with it, but I mean, compared to everything else, Thor, it's the best thing you got. You know what I'm saying?
But
I mean, going back to the 80s, it's the best thing we ever had from Thor. But that last movie, that wasn't it. The best part of that movie was to see her as Lady Thor, to see in the kids. The kids at the end was probably the best part of the entire movie. You changed his look, which didn't make sense. Doesn't make sense why you changed his look. No. If he's supposed to be a god killer, then let him kill gods. He killed one god.
No, not on screen anyway.
Well, yeah, we see the butterflies and BS, but that, like, why would you name it that and you don't even show that?
You don't show it. Yeah, no. He got Taika is meant for independent films. He is absolutely meant. Disney Plus shows have been mid. He said it, not me.
So here's my take on a lot of things, and I say this all the time. Every Disney show, every movie, if we go DC, Marvel, all together, if I put them all together, every movie, every show, every episode of every show, I treat them like individual comic books.
Yeah.
You're not gonna like everyone. Everyone is not meant for you. And if you're into comics, you're gonna like the overall arc of everything else, but there's gonna be things you pick and choose you like the most. Like, people don't like Miss Marvel. I love Miss Marvel. I think the introduction to the story was great. Yeah. I love the character. You couldn't pick a better person to play her. The family story was great. The people that hate on it because they didn't want to see a female lead. The same thing with the Marvels. People hating on the movie ain't came out yet. The movie, it's probably got negative reviews already. It ain't even came out yet.
Oh yeah.
It's like, let them be the characters. If you allow them to be the characters, they know do their best to be those characters. They know that they're being supported. They're gonna do their best. Like, Miss Marvel was actually really damn good.
I think it's one of
it's their only series that's killing around the world. It's the only one. The only one that's getting a replay on Hulu and other places that are international versions of Hulu. It's the only one that has figures that are selling out the shelves everywhere around the world, and people talking about it's bad. No, it's really good.
The kids like it.
But I mean, I also read the comics when they introduced the character, because when the character came out, it was a character that wasn't white. I'll just say it wasn't white. So I was happy to see something different. And this also is a personal thing for me. Most of my friends in college, a lot of them were of her same background. So reading that, I understood where it was coming from.
Yeah.
So I know if people are closed-minded and they don't know other cultures, it's easy for them to shut off and say it's not going to be good, because you're just making a judgment up front. So you don't know until you really read it, and don't go in there half one eye open, one eye closed. Just go in there open-hearted and see what you might like it.
See, that's the problem. A lot of, I guess, the base that Disney has to appeal to are the people that live in Florida.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Too many of the louder population in Florida. I will say that. I won't say all of Florida, but those folk. If you want to, I like to learn. I like to go out. I like to seek knowledge about things that I've never considered or thought about. The fact that I did not know that Pakistan was not an actual country.
Oh yeah.
Until the fucking, what was it, 40s, 50s? Yeah. I'm embarrassed. I feel like everybody else needs to be embarrassed as well. Super teachable moment. Definitely made me want to go and learn more about that time period. God, like
the last episode where they show that train situation, like, if you know the real story behind that, that's such an impactful moment. It's not just a scene from a Marvel show. That's real. That's based off real things. A lot of people died. A lot of people. And when they tell the story, I'm like,
not just from the aftermath, people just trying to get on the goddamn train.
Just trying to get on the train. And it's like, even Doctor Who actually told that story too. And I thought it was pretty dope too.
I gotta watch that. I'm a sometime movie, it's not because I don't like it. It's just because I
wasn't until I worked at Apple. So a lot of the nerds at Apple, they got me into it. I didn't know nothing about Doctor Who. I knew about it because PBS. I grew up in PBS, but never really watched it. So then when I started watching it, I watched all of it.
Yeah,
I binged everything.
God, I don't have the time. There's good, like, there's actual good shows that are out, like, even now. I don't have the time. God damn, I don't have the time. I want to shush.
Say what?
Listen. Relax.
Mayhem is correct.
I've already been peer pressured into watching fucking One Piece. I am still not convinced, by the way.
What episode are you on?
I don't know. I think I'm still on the
Let me see where
the blue. What is it? Blue Ocean, East Blue.
Oh, okay, yeah. You got it.
I'm almost done. I think I'm in the 40s. I'm in the 40s because I think I said I had 6 episodes left to go, and there's 53. So I think I'm up to 47, 48 right now, which is so far away from 1,000.
I am at 362.
Jesus.
And that's only because I really started watching it lately. So I've watched like 100+ episodes in the last like 4 days.
Listen, look, I only started watching it because of what is it, episode 1073? Is it 10?
I heard everybody talking about it, but I haven't
Gear 5? No, wait a minute. Hold on.
Watched it.
That shit's fire. That is fire. That shit is good. So I was like, all right, let me go back, and that's how they got me. And then I went back and I watched the 3 previous episodes of that, and I was like, fuck, god damn it, I didn't know. It's a
trap. I mean, it's One Piece is a good anime. There's just, as whoever, I don't know if there's any like One Piece fans in here. There's so much filler. There's so much filler in the series. That's the problem. And people say there's no filler in One Piece. Shut the fuck up. It's so much filler. It takes 4.5 episodes for a fight to finish. I feel like I'm watching Dragon Ball Z back in the day. I remember Dragon Ball Z. They would start fight at the bottom of the stairs. That's one episode. By the time they get to the top, it's 10 episodes later. They still ain't had a full fight. Like, come on, man.
Like I get okay, it's not Dragon Ball Z bad. It's not.
Episode's really only 16 minutes. You know that, right? They're not even full 20 minutes.
Baby, no, I've learned. I started at minute 4. That's when I start to watch the show, and then I know I can cut it off about 3 minutes before the actual end of the episode.
If you're on Netflix, put it at 1.5. Put it on 1.5.
What, at the speed?
Watch it at 1.5.
No, like I said, I go to Hulu and I just fast forward to minute 4. I've skipped the 30-second backstory. I skipped the 2-minute intro. I got it down to a science. I promise you, I'm not watching these whole ass episodes.
I put it to 1.5 and just let it go.
I just need to hear it. I don't need to see it.
I mean, I'll watch it, but because it doesn't change. It doesn't change it too much. Like you get the gist of everything. It just goes by a little bit quicker. Because
nah, I gotta live in the moment.
362.
Wait, no, I'm not. Wait, no, I am not. We're not going into One Piece. I refuse. No, no. Wait, if Luffy is a policeman, skip the episode. Shit.
Oh, goodness. I'm nowhere near any of those.
All right, I'm gonna do this one time for y'all. So I've got Otaku Noir. They're at Alabaster. Bama's at East Blue. Okay, all right.
Hey, East Blue, let me see. What's my art called?
Jesus, you in the 300s? How long you been trying to watch this show?
I'm in a Thriller Bark series, the arc. Huh? Well, I literally started probably like a year ago, but then I started really doing other shows. I started doing other stuff because of my channel. So I started doing a lot more reactions, started working with, and I have a sports channel that I work on. So that gets kind of busy, especially football season.
It's just starting.
We're about to start. We're like 2 weeks out. So Monday, Thursdays, we're doing live streams. Then we're going to be doing live streams Wednesdays. And then when basketball hits, playoffs hit, we live stream just about every playoff game. So if
it's not the semifinals, I ain't watching it.
Because it's football. People to watch. We have a sports channel. That's what we do.
Oh no, I'm talking about not football. Football's different. I'm talking about basketball.
Oh, basketball, we don't do every game. We do basketball, but basketball playoffs is different.
That's what I'm saying. I would do the semifinals. I'm not quarterfinals.
Basketball playoffs. We do from playoff game 1 to the finals. We do every single one pretty much.
No.
Usually about maybe like 4 weeks. We do almost 100-some hours of streaming.
Wait. I gotta show you these real quick. We talking about sports. These people still on One Piece. Look at this.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
Look at this. They still look at this. Look at this. It's a cult. It's a cult. I swear to God, it is a cult.
I'm watching on Netflix.
A good 2 minutes.
I'm watching on my brother's Netflix.
No, we ain't doing this tonight. No. Ahsoka.
Okay, let me close my One Piece. Seriously though, watch if you have not already. Please go watch Blue Beetle. Pay to go to theaters. Go watch it. It's worth it. It's a really good time. It's a really good time.
It is. Even if you went to go see it for $4, I appreciate you. Y'all are cheap. But I appreciate you. I know if y'all got like 3 or 4 kids, y'all get a pass. I fully understand.
Oh man.
But if you single or you just
said join us,
girl, y'all a little bit.
I'll say like this: if you went this weekend to see it for the $4, just go on Tuesday and watch it for the $6, and there's one ticket right there. You're good.
Yeah,
$10. There you go.
Dude, I'll spot you the money. One person, and it's only gonna be $4.
I mean, you can always, if you have an AMC near you, just sign up for the AMC membership. You get one ticket free a month. You already paid for the ticket. You pay for the ticket, and if you don't go, they stack up. So right now, I'm sitting on 5 tickets because I didn't go for certain movies. No, they tickets roll over. Tickets roll over. I have 5 tickets.
I was not told that.
It's like I think it went up $1, so it's like 9 something right now, but it's the same price as a regular ticket. And you can get discounts on your popcorn, you get discounts on your drink, and then they have competitions where if you get points, you use those points, and then you can win like a ticket a month for a year or 2 tickets a month for a year. So if you win a ticket a month for the year and you still have your system, you get 2 tickets. So
all right.
Look, I gotta find ways to not pay for stuff because when usually like before my kids are one's in college, one's in the military now, one is trying to be grown. So before when they was coming to visit more frequently, every Marvel anything DC I was taking them to. So I had to find ways. You gotta gotta find ways.
No,
and my youngest, she gotta have popcorn, so that's $10 right there. Like she just
no,
gotta
it's not. It's corner store. Here's your popcorn. I've seen you eat this. I know you like it. Let's just go inside. You want to put some extra butter on it?
That's how we get the candy and the soda. I only thing I buy in the movie theater is popcorn. That's the only thing.
Oh my god! All right. So, Ahsoka. I'm so happy for this goddamn. I've been excited for this show for 2 years. Almost 2 years. I don't know how I feel. That doesn't mean that it's bad. That doesn't mean it's good. I've watched it. No. It's not. I'm trying to find a balance. I'm trying to find a balance with my emotions. I'm trying to temper them because avid, super duper, goddamn 8 lightsabers in a robe. Star Wars fan, like ultra. Like I'm going to Japan in 2025.
Are you going there?
I am going.
That's gonna be fire.
Going. I don't know. Oh, baby, real quick. His I don't know which side this is going to show on. his rating was, what did you say? 8.5, 9.5?
Out of 5 is 4.75.
4.7. Oh, it went up. It was 4.5. I heard you. See? You gotta.
It's good.
It's really good.
It's really good. It's really good.
My rating system, since you're new here, I believe, is Sneak In, which is trash, Mid, which is mid, and then IMAX, which is IMAX. Mine was IMAX at 8 p.m. full price ticket on a Saturday.
That's $26.
Yes, and a large popcorn.
That's damn. That's but it honestly, great acting, great action, good CGI, good story, good family characters, good acting all around. Bad guy, pretty good, decent,
surprisingly
well.
Yeah.
But overall story, is good. Top tier for DC.
Yeah,
definitely top tier.
This is a great new starting point for them. I hope that's succinct enough for you. Ahsoka, I've watched both episodes about 4 times now.
I need to rewatch them, but yeah.
Yeah, I do. I enjoy them. I do like them. I don't mind going back and watching them over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm waiting for the whole story to come out. I'm waiting for the whole story to be finished because it was the same way with me when I was watching Clone Wars. So I think they have the right tone.
Yes.
I think it's going to be I'm hoping it's going to be really good. But to try to rate how I feel about it off of 2 shows is hard. I'm invested. I'm definitely invested. I will be there every week for the next 5 weeks. I think it's only 6. Is it 6 episodes or 8?
It's 8. They're changing the method with her. Her show is the first one to get 8. And it's the first one to get a date, the early release too.
Facts.
Yeah.
I mean, people have been waiting forever for this.
Well, they said they're going to a whole new formula. They're not doing the 2 a.m. releases no more. So they're not doing the 2 a.m. releases no more. And I think it's mostly because the UK and all them was getting at their regular time. So that's why they were doing it.
No, that's fair.
But now it's 8 p.m. and I think it's 2 o'clock for them. Yeah, Tuesdays 8 p.m. Which
I mean that's fine. I get to go to sleep at a decent hour and stay asleep.
I used to live stream every Wednesday morning, 2:00.
Man, it's hard when you got a job and you're supporting that Disney Plus habit you got. Oh man, Star Wars before you know what?
Yeah. There is a formula where you don't have to watch everything. There's certain ones you can watch. If you can Google search and say, what do I need to watch before Ahsoka? And there's a list. It's not everyone. I mean, but to enjoy it outright, I would just say watch the whole thing. But
you have to watch the whole thing. Yeah. Like I'm not even. I know, like I understand the whole Marvel fatigue. I get it. The Rebel storyline, the Star Wars storyline is different. It's a very well told, cohesive, very few to no plot hole storyline. And I think that the fact that Filoni is on this as I think he's the main writer, if not the only writer.
He is the main person on this. Yes, it's not Favreau because he was doing Mandalorian.
Right. So I think I'm not nervous. Like I'm scared, but not nervous. If that makes sense. I don't want this to turn into. I don't want this to turn into something that happened with George Lucas when he put out them other prequels. I think I'm I'm not ready to rate it yet. I do want to talk about it because it's
I can't rate. I mean, I'll say that I'm enjoying what I'm seeing, but it's only been 2 episodes. It's only been an hour and 30 minutes of show. It's not like a movie. I mean, but I am enjoying what I'm seeing. I like Rosario. I love her as Ahsoka. I think the people that they've chosen so far was pretty cool. I think I got the most hype when I seen Chopper, live action Chopper. I was like, they actually got Chopper. That's dope.
Wait, I was laying down and I was looking at my phone and I heard, and I was
I was like, I like that. That's so cool.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad that I'm glad that this exists. I'm glad that they were able to actually pull it all together. I'm glad that she had several introductions before they actually put
I think they were just testing to see, do people really like her?
Yeah.
I hate this
wild question.
Well, because when I found out that she was actually supposed to be in the original movies, but they pulled it out because they didn't want Anakin to have a Padawan. They wanted to change the story up. I was like, that was stupid. Because you show a different emotional connection with him having a Padawan, and then that separation, you show that.
Yeah.
Not just with Padme, which the only
weird.
Yes, because he was a child and she was a teenager. That we're not going to talk about that, but that was just too much. I think if you had the balance of Ahsoka in the originals in those stories, it would have made more sense. Him being the way he felt.
Wait, Skeleton Crew, then season 2 of this, then a planned Filoni movie that ties into the Mando universe crossover and somewhat. Yeah, no, he's there. Yeah. Ugh. The next 3 Star Wars movies, you've got, it's basically past, present, and future. So you've got the female director for whatever the origin stories of the Force is. That's her movie. Then you've got Filoni's movie, which is supposed to tie together Ahsoka, Mandalorian, and all of these TV movies. He's doing that major movie, and then the 3rd movie is going to be. I don't know how. I still don't see it. I mean, I see what they're doing. I see how they're trying to get there, but this 3rd movie is supposed to restart the Jedi Order or whatever they're doing. I don't know how they're gonna land this plane. I don't know. I know that when Filoni's done, I'll be fine. But anything that happens after that,
the Acolyte movie.
Yeah, is it? No, that's the series.
That's the series?
That's the series. That's the beginning of the Jedi Order that they're going to do on Disney Plus. But there's supposed to be an actual larger pre-Force whatever movie that's supposed to be coming out too. I can't remember the name of it at this moment. I will absolutely look it up while we talk about this.
Yeah.
But I sure as shit, I was surprised that they even thought about doing 3 more movies when they were talking about it. But
yeah, I was actually surprised that I felt after our last batch of movies that they would probably do Star Wars minus a Jedi for a while to kind of take some of that bad taste out of our mouth and just give just expand the universe even more, which is kind of what they're doing in this show. They're expanding the universe because we have a whole new universe that we've never spoken about it before. So,
hey, Monty. That's cool. To one another. I'm so excited for Thrawn. I'm so excited for Thrawn.
So, did you read his books or did you audible his books? Never mind. She's gonna go get her stack because we've talked about this before. We've talked about the books before.
Which one? Which one you talking about?
I have them on audible. I
did the audible too. I did audible too. That guy that does his voice
is amazing.
He's good.
I love him.
I kind of wish they would let him
be the actor.
Some of the
yeah, because he just fits. Well, that's how. So when I learned about Ahsoka, started doing research on her, got mad about her not being in the story. Then I got the book on Audible, and loved the book.
Yeah,
her book is really good.
Did you do Heir to the Empire or Heir to the Empire? Sorry,
I have them all. I just haven't listened to them all. I've listened to Heir to the Empire. I think I'm the one that I listened to already. But I listened to a bunch of Star Wars, like independent stories and all that other stuff. The ones that are not canon. So
it's
because I didn't know about a lot of them. So
yeah,
growing up where I grew up, we didn't really have access to a lot of stuff. So some of the stories I just didn't know about. I just didn't know. Yeah. Until one day when we first moved here to Texas, walking through the grocery store, which had a little mini bookstore in it, and I seen these little mini Star Wars books, and I started flipping through them. I'm like, who the hell are these characters?
What did that happen? Where was I?
So then Audible, now I got like 30 Star Wars books in my Audible right now, and I'm just listening to them, trying to get through them all. Yes,
baby, baby,
very much so, very much so.
Let me tell you. This look, so you have this little paperback book, and then you've got you got this hardcover. It gets, and these are the new ones. These aren't even the ones that have his origin story. Well, it's not. They don't even have his origin story yet, technically.
Well, technically, they just have like kind of when he being displaced from his original homeland, but they don't explain why.
Right.
But then when he comes across the Sith initially after being off on a kind of clandestine on a planet by himself, that little origin actually is fire because you understand how smart he really is.
Yeah.
How intelligent he is. So it's dangerous. He's dangerous.
But he's bad.
Yeah.
He's so good. Like, I need this type of bad guy. I'm so sick of the smash and grab.
Yeah,
like base level caveman type of bad guy. Thrawn is, if you're a Star Trek fan, this is 3D chess with Spock and I don't even know pick another smart person on Star Wars. Spock versus Spock. That's
I would say Spock versus Data.
Ooh, yes.
That actually be a good chess match to watch.
But with the sound of Cisco. Ooh, this nigga, I'm telling y'all right now, y'all don't know what's.
Yeah, see, I have the first 3 books: the regular Thrawn, Star Wars, the Alliance, and Treason.
Yeah, that's what I got. That's what I got. I got these.
And I have some other ones too that's connected to him too, but they're not his main books.
They might be, because what I've noticed with Star Wars, they're trying to gently massage in some of the non-canon, or what is it, the legend portion of Star Wars. They're trying to move it in to the actual canon stuff, which I think is thankfully incredibly smart.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's so many things you learn about the old non-canon Star Wars that you're like, why did they take that out? Like the fact that Luke had a wife and who was badass with kids. Like, why would you take her out? She was like, when you read the story about her, she was the one. Like she was the one. Like she was fire.
Like that was his Leia. If Han had Leia, not Jade, Mara Jade.
My brain is blanking right now on character names.
Anyway, yeah, Luke's wife.
But she was a bad redhead. Like, I don't know why they didn't put her in the story.
Wait, isn't it Mara Jade?
Is that her name?
Yeah, that's her.
You might be right. I don't remember her name. I know when I read about his wife.
Like he met her while he was on some like rinky-dink ass mission or something like that, and she was supposed to kill him or something like that. Isn't that the whole?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's been a minute, but I think so.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm not crazy. Mara Jade is the fucking truth. The truth.
That's why. When they made Kylo Ren's character, his character is actually the blend of Luke's kids.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that was so stupid because they have their own kids. Why take away from their kids that they actually have and make it Luke's children and combine in one? I was like, why would you do that? That doesn't make any sense.
That's what happens when you don't have adult supervision. That's what happens. Oh,
she was supposed to kill him, but he put that Riz on there. Mark Rizzler, aka Luke Skywalker.
Oh my god. Oh wait, Bama. He's been around. They just don't talk about him. He's around. It's so okay. So the time period for Ahsoka, according to Lainey, who got this according to what is it? Oh God. Not is it new? Is it Emergency Awesome or Emergency somebody?
Everything else. I think it's Emergency Awesome.
Somebody over there in the YouTube world.
Yeah.
Which I'm on now. I forgot. I according to them, Ahsoka takes place like 3 or 5 years, I think we figured out, between the end of the Empire, the war with the Empire, and what they're trying to build now. So everything that is going on with the First Order is, I guess, the after effect from Ahsoka.
It's about a decade after A New Hope, 10 years after Star Wars Rebels, and 30 years after Clone Wars.
Wait, 10 years after Rebels?
So no, 10 to 15 years after Star Wars Rebels.
Really? It doesn't feel that feels like a lot of
feel
time.
That way, but
I mean, because they're what Ezra's not in his 20s. He's not a real teenager at the end of Rebels. He's maybe 18 in his 20s ish.
Maybe.
Or maybe they're 6. Maybe he's 16.
I still think he's an actual teenager, but okay. So this is a different one. It says it might be 5 to 6 years after Rebels.
I think it's 5 to 6 years because they're pretty much adults by the end of Rebels. Because if it's 15 years, that's aging them a lot. And Sabine does not. I mean, I know yellow don't mellow and shit, but she looked real good if she's in her close to 40s.
It says by the main story of the show will take place roughly 10 to 11 years after Ezra's disappearance.
Okay, that's fine.
And 5 to 6 years after Rebels and like the epilogue, so pretty much after their last technical episode. So I mean, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, where they got the baby in the cockpit and they're going out to go find the rest of them.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Oh wait, the portal they were sucked in, wouldn't time move differently for that? If they were still within that realm, yes, but I think they went through to the other side,
like a black hole.
So they're aging. They are older, because Thrawn is able to talk to the evil chick, whose name escapes me now, even though it's really simple. I want to say it's like Esther May, even though it's not Esther May.
I'm about to say, isn't it?
Morgan. It's Lady Morgan. Who? All right, I'm gonna be spoiling shit. Y'all should have watched it. Sorry. I'm very excited that the fact that she's a Night Sister. That I did not expect.
Actually, I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting it to bring the magic back to Star Wars. I actually like that.
Yes, very much so. The mysticism behind it, because I think there's the time space force mix up or mash up is going to be, it's going to make things a little bit complicated but interesting at the same time. If they play this right, maybe they can undo what they did with those last 3 movies, and I don't think they're, but I don't know how they're going to. Like, oh God, I know Luke's not coming back. Oh
yeah, you
wait.
He said he had to watch the Rebels.
No, you good, B, you good. No, that's not what we said. You
but okay, Bama, still watch it. It's worth it. Trust me, it's worth it. Trust me,
dude,
it's definitely worth it.
If
it was live action, probably be their best piece. But you should definitely watch it.
There's more there. It's more the disappearance is the end result, but the trip to get there is amazing.
Yeah.
It's wild. You kind of don't expect it to happen either. So it's a little bit like
it's a couple things that happen that you just don't realize. Like, damn, okay, I didn't expect them to go this route with this, but I liked what they did.
Yeah. You don't have to watch Ahsoka after this. You can take your time. You've got 7 more weeks before the final episode. You can take your time. You have plenty of time to watch the rest of Rebels. Makeup effects
look good, really good,
baby. Yeah. I don't know where they get their money from. I mean, clearly they don't have to pay Florida that much taxes anymore. I think it's going to that.
Filoni finds a way. I like Filoni. My thing with Star Wars, if Filoni's involved, I have high hopes. If he's not involved, and I love Jon Favreau, I love him, but his vision is different when it comes to Star Wars. He's just doing his story. Filoni is doing his childhood, his memories, his nostalgia. It's different. It's just different.
Yeah.
A little different trust. Yeah.
With Favreau, it gives little kid playing with his toys energy.
Kind of.
And then with Filoni, he's George Lucas. He's George Lucas.
When you hear him talk, when you listen to him talk, it's like, dude, are y'all like the same brain? Because the way he talks about the passion it's just so different than everybody else. All the other directors that they bring in for these different stories, no one talks about it like he talks about it.
No, the other directors, I think they're excited to be able to do what it is that they want to do, as opposed to
the director for Acolyte makes me nervous. Like her the way she talks, I'm like, how are you still a director for this series the way you talk bad about George Lucas? Like, how are you still? She would have been the first person to get axed. I'm like, it ain't about you being a woman. You talking down.
No,
he created all this. Like,
you wouldn't be working here, boo boo, if not for this man. So a little bit of respect and reverence for him. Like it doesn't say he's the way that other people. when they've done good stuff with the series.
Yeah.
It's if you can make your case for what it is that you want to do for this series and it fits, it makes sense, he'll let you do it. Not to say he'll let you do it, but he'll fall in line and see what your vision is. He wasn't on board for fucking Baby Yoda. They weren't even on board for Baby Yoda. The people that were
that was Disney. Disney, after his first appearance, he was only supposed to be in Mandalorian for like those couple episodes. Disney saw those numbers jump and they saw the sales jump. So once Disney's about toys, once the toy sales, he's in everything.
Let me tell you,
that's why he was in that last season. He wasn't supposed to be in the last season. He wasn't supposed to be that story.
No, it
didn't hurt it.
They made it make sense, but
but it could have went. It could have went a different way and actually been better. I liked it. I still liked it. I just didn't love it.
Yeah, I was just.
I like the character. I like the people. The story still worked. I didn't like the handing over, how the blade got handed back over. Like, I didn't really want this anyway. No, you're gonna fight me for this, even though I don't want it. You're gonna have to scrap it for it.
Yeah,
because that's the way. If that's the way, then let's prove it that it's the way. Don't just make it a thing where I'm just gonna give it to you. And we know that if she wants the sword, she knows what's in the deep down below. We already know where it's going. But just play with it. Don't just give it to her. That was too. I hated that.
It's not a fucking talking stick.
Yeah, it's not.
Pass it around and whoever's turn is next. You gotta fight for that.
Like they could even have the. Sorry for interrupting you, but
no, go.
The dude that was kind of like her right hand man, the really big dude. That I forgot his name, but they could have had him fight.
John Favreau.
They could have had him fight Pascal for the blade initially, and him lose, and then he fight her. Like they could have did a whole other arc and changed that up to kind of add turmoil to the situation. The situation needs chaos to make the story work. It needs chaos. It's Star Wars. Star Wars builds off of chaos. You need that.
Yeah, they're basically cavemen. They're cavemen with electricity. So it would have been okay for them to be that nitty gritty and a little, I guess, a little bit of a civil war in between all of the things that are going on. Here's the story that I had in my head. My story was she's Din Djarin, he's got the blade. Okay, cool. Who's got the blade now? He had the blade, but wasn't a Mandalorian. Okay, cool. Go to the waters of Lake Minnetonka, get baptized, come back.
What he did.
Come back. All right.
Game blouses.
All right. What is this child's name? Bo. You can't have a sword, but my kid saw something in the water that could help you. Have the thing come up out of the water. She tames the beast. I can't remember its name right now.
Yeah, I was trying to remember the name of the damn thing when I was talking about Mythosaur?
Mythosaur, yes.
Mythosaur.
You tame the Mythosaur. You are now, that trumps everything in Mandalorian lore. If you get that beast to bow down to you, literally or figuratively, you are the person that's supposed to run Mandalore. That's it. That's the rule. Don't give a fuck about no sword. We don't care about nothing. That sword was only what is it? Kind of like a placeholder or figurehead for the fighting. And that's only because of the Mandalorian that became a Jedi, whose name is escaping me right now. Oh God, it's late.
It's okay.
I cannot believe I can't remember this man's name. I'm thoroughly ashamed.
You were no more than I would.
Oh my God. Bo-Katan. Oh my God. Vizsla. Pre-Vizsla. That's his name.
Okay.
Yeah. He's the only reason that there is this blade in the first place. Otherwise, motherfuckers were scrapping amongst each other. It was
they use regular weapons.
Yeah. I feel like that's what they should have done. However, bringing a Mythosaur out of the depths of water and making it do all these things that are CGI-ish, It's probably very expensive. So I get it. Yeah. But y'all didn't have to break that goddamn sword. That pissed me off beyond measure. I was very upset when they got rid of the sword.
Yeah, it didn't make sense.
Not at all. Not even a little bit.
They could have kept it in, especially if they're trying to if Mando is supposed to connect with all the other stories, and they're trying to get back to evolving the Jedi into a new Jedi. It makes sense to keep the sword.
Yeah, because now what? You've got Beskar. You've got the Beskar steel, and that's it. That's all you've got to fight against the Jedi. I hope they tell the story about how the Jedi fucked them up too, because that's a difference. The Jedi ain't sweet. Okay,
I know they aren't all the time. I know that. Like I said, I don't know all the stories, but I know they aren't. Yeah,
stealing people's children, causing genocide everywhere they go. They real Sith-like in some of their manners. I'm just saying. But back to Ahsoka. I'm excited. I'm excited to see the Purrgil again. I'm excited to see Thrawn. Again, I can't wait for them. I can't wait for them to. I've got a lot of theories about where they're going with this. I'm excited to see if they're going to introduce Thrawn's people, and if they're actually going to give us the backstory to Thrawn through this series. They could do it.
It might be like something that's quick because it's only where Ahsoka probably talks about his backstory.
But nobody knows. Nobody but Thrawn knows his backstory.
That's true. But how would they do it then? It had to probably be like in the last two episodes. Yeah,
I don't know how this Peridia thing ties in to all this. I know that Thrawn's from a different planet entirely. Mm-hmm. I would be shocked if that the planet that they're trying to get to isn't within Thrawn's solar system or galaxy. That I would be shocked if it wasn't. So much potential.
So you're thinking that with them being thrown to wherever they were thrown to is basically back to his homeland, maybe.
I think
or somewhere close to it.
Yeah, because he's from. No one has ever seen anybody like him ever in all of the Star Wars universe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because in the books, there's just stories. There's stories, but nothing solid. Nobody knows what's the truth and what's fiction.
Right. The only person that knows is Thrawn.
Yeah, because when they meet him, they don't know why he's out where he's out because they've never seen him. They're like, we don't get your kind around these parts. Like, why are y'all here? Because that means we should be scared.
And in all of the universe, they just happened to find him there.
Yeah.
And it's the side that he's trying to get in with. They just happened to show up. It wasn't the rebels. Thrawn is that dude.
He's very calculated, so
yeah.
He don't just do stuff. And that's what I hope they don't display in this series, that he just does stuff. It has to be, please show some calculation to it. You ain't got to be super, in depth, but show that there's something behind it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Give me a reason.
Yeah. The fact that Filoni himself said, go and watch the last season of Rebels in order to get caught up on what's going on with this series leads me to believe that he's solid in what he's going to do. Mm-hmm. With this character, sort of like Yoda. Wait, sort of like Yoda. For Thrawn is sort of like Yoda. No, baby. He's no. This is not that.
No, nothing like that. Not even the same like style, personality, nothing.
No, he's not force sensitive.
Thrawn is stone cold. He ain't no killer, but don't push him. So do you think the Star Wars book, The Heir to the Empire, does that mean anything then? Because she literally mentions it in the trailer. She mentions it in the show.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100. I think that's their way of bringing. Well, that's not a legend book. I think that's a canon book.
So it is canon. I have that one.
I'm pretty sure that it's canon. because it's I think it's still a Timothy Zahn.
Yeah, that's Timothy Zahn. I listened to that one twice already, so
yeah,
I really like that one.
Yeah, he's great for this for the universe. Heir to the Empire is absolutely going to be a thing. I don't know if they're ever going to do an episode where they talk about it at length. I kind of
that's what I was kind of wondering with them being so far away, Ezra and Thrawn, or at least Thrawn, his introduction. Are they going to mirror some of the stuff that happens in the book of Heir of the Empire? Because that kind of talks when he first runs across the Sith for the first time, or not even Sith, the whatever it's called, but he runs against the Empire for the first time.
Yeah, because they're I think that alien species, they're ruthless. Mm-hmm. They're weird with the way that they calculate things or how they strategize too. I can't remember the name of the species. It's gonna bother me. Next show, I'll remember it, or I'll write it in the description below or something. God damn this. I've got a lot of theories that I've got to sift through.
Alien Chiss.
He's Chiss. He's the Chiss.
Yeah.
There's another species that he's up that they run into because they're trying to. I think they're trying to kidnap the little girl in the
book.
Yeah. So it's a different species that's trying to take her.
Okay.
If I'm remembering correctly, which by the way, the people that can sense the roots in outer space are called Skywalkers.
Oh wow!
So,
okay.
yeah. I'm very curious how they're gonna bring all of that I hope they bring all that together. That's gonna be interesting.
Could be, yeah. That could be probably why they kept some stuff not canon dealing with Skywalker origin.
Yeah,
because where they don't come from and where they come from.
Yeah,
or what they're made of, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that is the Jesus story if you ain't heard it.
Yeah, I've heard it once or twice.
That is straight from the Bible. I was like, that's interesting. Okay. I didn't know that. But it's if you deep dive Star Wars, you can go so many different directions because so many characters, so many cultures, and it's just crazy. So I understand why some stuff got retconned. I understand it because it's just so much. Because you can't do it all. But I mean, it'd be dope if a lot of it was still canon because you can go so many different directions.
Yeah. It's. Oh.
That's your cat.
Oh. It's my window.
No.
It didn't break, but something fell out. Anyway. All right. Oh God.
You can't rate it right now. You can't rate it right now.
Yeah, I can't. No.
Maybe wait till episode 5, and then you could probably get more detail. Something should have happened by then.
I'm gonna be kind and wait till 7 because if I'm not impressed by 5, something has gone very, very wrong.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to wait for the whole thing to finish out before I give it a full rating. Shout out to Joni. Gonna have you on that episode, sir. Please be prepared. I might be mad or really happy, but but I'm supportive of the show. I'm eager to see where they go with it. I would like to see Hera's baby by the end of this series.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Hera's baby. Yeah. She did.
Yeah.
They were flying off with the baby in the seat. Yeah.
Ooh, Bama, close your ears.
And baby should at least be a couple years old.
At least a toddler walking around or something.
I totally forgot about the baby. I forgot. I honestly forgot about the baby.
I ain't forget. That's because of who the baby's supposed to be from. So I ain't forget.
Because you gotta tell me that after we finish up, because I don't know.
Okay. I'll remind you. Yeah. All right. All right. I think that's it, homie. Are we good? You good? I'm good. I feel like
I'm good. We talked about a lot. One thing, like we said, go see Blue Beetle, please. It's worth it. It's worth the movie trip.
Yes.
Get your candy and snacks before you go there. You get to go. It's definitely worth it. It's a good movie.
I'm pretty sure all the teenagers have gone to see it by now. Or if they haven't, they will have seen it by this week. Oof. Yeah, you should be in the clear if you don't like them kids. But yeah, Vicks and Abuelitas will bring together all the minorities together, and Tiger Balm for the, for the Asian community. We all need to come together on those two things. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I usually have a small business that I like to promote, or a content creator that I like to promote. I did not do my duties this evening. I would like to thoroughly apologize for that. I do have Midnight Comics, which was on 2 weeks ago. They're still running strong. Definitely go to their website, midnightcomics.com. They have 2 new comics that just got funded by Kickstarter. Go to their website. Absolutely worth a read. It's new material that you're not used to. Black-led comics that have well-developed storylines. This man, Lloyd and Vertosh, the stories that they have in their minds are wild. They haven't even told me all the stuff that they're coming out with yet, and I'm chomping at the bit to get more details. But that's them, and please go support your black Comic Cons. If you go to blurredandpowerful.com, my good friend Demetrius, he has created a website for people to go and actually see what states their black comic conventions are in. You can head on over to there. He's got some shirts. I've had to get a new one because I got a little bleach on my old one. So this is my new shirt. Woo-woo. It's cute. It's very durable, except for bleach. It's good. Good place to support a black-owned business and Black Comic Con. We can see more of us and feel extremely comfortable when we enter through.
Really good website, good site, good information.
Yeah. It's well put together. He actually just revamped it, so he's on it. He's about it. Also, you can find me on Opulence Radios on Thursdays at 3 p.m., Saturdays at 5 p.m. It's just the audio versions of this show. I need to give her some of my last 2 episodes so that they're updated. You can find me there. And as usual, Otaku Noir, they have a brand new box. Tonight is the last night to get an Otaku Noir box, their next box, which is going to be a gaming box. Yes. You are going to want that. It is 20% off. That is 20% off of $60. That is $48. Okay? You have until midnight. That is 2 hours and 17 minutes from now to pick up your box. I believe if you put in Roomful of Blurs, you do get free shipping. I think it's
Roomful of Blurs and Bird's Eye View. Yes. You can get free shipping.
Using either one of those codes. I think that is in addition to the 20% off. I could be wrong. I hope I'm not wrong. But if I am, obviously, you don't need to use my code for the free shipping. The 20% off is a better deal. Pick that up tonight. Jason.
Yes.
Tell the folks where they can find you, please.
Well, you can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, wherever you get your content from, you can find me on there. But mostly I live on YouTube at Nonfiction is the main channel. I do mostly reactions, some reviews, some unboxings. We do watch parties for TV shows like Ahsoka. So I will be live on Tuesday watching Ahsoka. So if you want to come by and chill, come by and chill. Also, I do sports on other channels called Real Fan Sports, and so on there we do, like I say, play-by-play. We talk sports. We're working on a podcast for a sports-centric show, but mostly everything's YouTube, man. YouTube and Instagram. I'm always there. Instagram is at ReadySetGeek, though.
Yay! All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for hanging in there with me for the last 2 hours and soon to be 10 minutes. I hope y'all go see that movie. I hope y'all hang in there with me. Yeah. Oh, God. See it multiple times if you want to. It doesn't even feel that long. Anyway, yeah, go see that movie. If you want.
It goes like quick. Yeah, really quick.
It does. It's super quick. Hang in there with me on Ahsoka. I will be back next week. It will probably be a pre-recorded show where I give a review on Gran Turismo.
I haven't seen that yet.
It was surprisingly good. I didn't think it was going to be terrible, but it was better than what I thought it was going to be. So
you're the second person that said that too. So
yeah. Cried a little bit, but you know, I'm not soft all the time. Anyway, thank y'all. I will see y'all next week. It will probably be at 7:00 because I really like this time. I don't understand why Blonde Keg decided to come in at the last 10 seconds of this show to do a promo for a fake channel. But anyway, love y'all. At the algorithm, that's going to be my catchphrase at the end of this thing. Be good to each other. Do promotion for people that need it. Word of mouth is absolutely free.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Have a good night.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate you.
Problem. Always good to have you. I hope you come back.
Oh yeah, most definitely.